Welcome back to the second day of the colloquium. Today is the final day of our colloquium. We hope all students can spare their time, up to the noon. We have sharing session and we have another parallel session 3 is going to be arranged for today. We do believe students gain experience on how to present their respective studies yesterday through the colloquium platform and today as well. Through these colloquiums, the students do not just make a presentations, but it is more to share the studies that they are conducting. They also will receive a constructive feedbacks from the expert for the improvement to produce a good proposal and a quality thesis. Moving on, to encourage and motivate all postgraduate students in their postgraduate journey, we have invited our very own Dr. Borhan Saria to share on his memorable journey as a PhD candidate. Before we hand over the sessions to Dr. Borhan, allow me to share with everyone his bio. Dr. Borhan is a lecturer in Human Resource Economics at the University Malaysia Sabah. He has a PhD in Labour Economics from University of Aberdeen, Scotland. He obtained his Master degree of Economics and Bachelor degree of Human Resource Economics at the University Malaysia Sabah. His current research focuses on issues related to the labour, migrations, human resource economics, and human resource management. He has received several grants by Ministry of Higher Education and UMS. He is a member of Global Labour Organization and an external reviewer for Career Advancement Program, the Higher Ministry of Education's Pejana KPT CAP. Without further ado, we hand over the sessions to Dr. Borhan.
Right, thank you very much, Dr. Ju, for the introduction. I hope you can hear my voice clearly. This topic is about the graduate on time. Graduate on time, does it matter? So actually, I was invited by Dr. Arif Kamisan, the Deputy Dean, and I was like very shocked because I'm not really sure if I really the good one to present about the graduate on time, because there are many other lecturers. They are in our faculty. They are also graduate on time, including our MC today, Dr. Ju. So there are many more. So what I share today is not like want to show you, like give you what we call this tips to graduate on time. No, but I just want to share what I have been why I have gone through during my studies. So maybe if other lecturers here want to share their experience, you are most welcome. You are most welcome. So Assalamualaikum and good morning. So this is the topic, graduate on time. So maybe some of you feel like, okay, this is not actually for me, because I have I have spent more than what I supposed to. So actually no. This is for all students, regardless of years of in which semester you are. No, this is for all students. I will let you know, I will tell you why this talk is actually for all students, not only for the new students. Of course, the new students, maybe we can give like a graduate on time so they can motivate themselves from the beginning of their study, But actually, even for those who have spent many years, they also, maybe it will help you, it will help you to complete or maybe to finish your study. So does it matter? So maybe that question is like a little bit because many people say, okay, we must graduate on time, we must graduate on time. But my question is, does it matter? So Dr. Yu has introduced myself. So my name is Borhan Saria Abdullah. I did my PhD at the University of Aberdeen from 2015 to 2018, and 3 years, and Masters of Economics at this university in our faculty. And my supervisors, they are still here. Okay, Professor Dr. Haji Kasim and Puan Roslina. Then I did my master's in 2 years, and Bachelor of Human Resource Economics. Okay, also in from this faculty. So I am one of the product of this faculty. Yeah. Okay, so I think this one have been discussed yesterday by Puan Sharija. Why do you want to do master or PhD? Okay, there are reasons why we choose this pathway. Yeah, there are reasons why you choose to study to do our masters or PhD. Yeah, so some of the reasons may be this one, yeah, fulfilling ambitions of others. Maybe your parents ask you, maybe your brothers ask you to do this PhD, yeah, or because of your friend. Okay, you want to follow your friends. Okay, your friends say, I want to go study, I want to do PhD, I want to do master. So you also like, okay, let's go together. Let's do it together. Yeah. So maybe because of your friends, influence from your friends. Or maybe you feel like if you have masters or you have a PhD, it will raise your social status. Okay, so you say, okay, I want to do master's PhD. Some people like that, yeah, they want to maybe I'm not really sure what actually your objective to do this PhD, and maybe you like the doctor title. You want your name have doctor, DR, yeah. So different person, we have different objective why we do this PhD. So I don't want to know what is your objective, but keep it to yourself and make sure that you achieve what you want to achieve. Yeah. Okay, so masters or PhD, so how many years? Okay, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, or forever. It takes forever. Yeah. So how many years to do this masters or PhD? Yeah. Okay, so this is graduate on time based on what we call this definition of postgraduate. Postgraduate. So for PhD, okay, you are considered as graduate on time. If you're a full-time student, should be not more than 3 years. Yeah, not more than 3 years. And for part-time students, okay, I'm not really sure about this. Okay, maybe you can double check with uh, uh, the Deputy Dean, Dr. Arif, not more than 6 years. Okay, and for master student, not more than 2 years for full time, and you are considered as GOT if you are not more than 3 years for full time students. Okay, so this is based on the definition of GOT as far as I know. Okay, this is where I refer to one document uploaded in our website. Yeah. So yes, this is the definition. But in my point of view, okay, let's talk my point of view. Okay, in my point of view, this GOT, graduate on time, is different for each student. Okay, because we know that each one of us here, we have different title, different topic, right? Our thesis is different. Our method is different. Sample is different. The way of our writing also different. Okay, so if all this different, of course, the duration of the GOT is also different. Okay, some studies maybe they take a long time. Okay, and there are some studies that take very short time. Okay, so for me, okay, this GOT graduate on time is not measured by the time or period, but it measured by our efforts. Our effort to use time efficiently, yeah, to use time efficiently to complete our studies with the very good quality of work. Okay, so that is GOT. To me, that is GOT. Okay, so maybe some of you feel like, okay, that is not GOT. GOT is the definition from yeah, that is your opinion, but this is my opinion. Yeah, this is what I believe. Okay, because I believe that each of us have different journey. Okay, different journey, different topic, different everything different. So of course, the duration of our study also, I mean, the duration of our research to do this research is different. So to me, you are considered as GOT if you full give like 110% efforts on your thesis, you use the time efficiently, and you produce a good quality of work. Okay, whatever time, either 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, or 5 years. But if you have fulfilled that, you have put your effort, then that is GOT to you. Okay, that is you are graduate on time. It's very different if you spend a lot of time in your study, but actually you didn't put effort. Buat sambil lewat saja, ada free baru buat. That is not considered as GOT. Again, that is not considered as GOT. You said, okay, I spent like, this is my research. Okay, I spent 6 years, 7 years. Okay, I consider GOT, but actually you didn't put effort. Okay, you didn't use time efficiently. So only you know, only you yourself know either you are GOT or not. Okay, only you yourself know. Okay, so yeah, but again, this is what I show you on my slide. This is actually the definition of the GOT, but of course, different, each of us have different what we call this, a different journey. Yeah, so I want to share a little bit about my learning experience. Yeah, my study, my PhD study. When I first met my supervisor, I presented my proposal in front of him. Okay, two of them, yeah, two of them. And I asked them, I said, can I graduate on time? And they said, what is graduate on time? What do you mean by graduate on time? I said, I want to graduate within 3 years, because the KPT, okay, Kementerian Pengajian Tinggi, Ministry of Higher Education, only gives scholarship 3 years to me. And after 3 years, I have to return back to Malaysia. Okay, so when he knew that I have to finish in 3 years, he take my proposal and he said, okay, maybe we have to change a little bit on your method. Okay, because I propose to have a mixed method. Okay, qualitative and quantitative. They said, if you want to have a full, if you want to have a mixed method, it's fine, but we are not guarantee you can finish in 3 years because it require more time. Okay, because and also he said, okay, we use secondary data. So my objective is to finish in 3 years, not to finish the PhD, not to finish the PhD, but finish in 3 years. Okay, must in 3 years. Okay, so we change a little bit my proposal. So we adjust as long it is still PhD level lah, kan? Okay, so we adjust a little bit and we try to make it doable to finish or to complete my research in 3 years. So that's what I did. Okay, and my supervisor advised me, of course. Yeah. So yeah, if you want to but if you have changed the method, I'm not really encourage you to change. All of you have you done and you said, okay, 3 years, so I changed this. No, okay, no, but make sure what you have planned, it is doable. Okay, that is very important. It is doable. Yeah, so yeah, if you feel like you are burnt out or like stressed out because of your PhD, I think the best way is to consult your supervisor. Okay, I always did that. Similar at my first meeting with my supervisor, I tell them everything about what my weakness, about what my objective, what are my goals. Okay, in these 3 years, in the next 3 years. So yes, that's what I did. Yeah. Okay, so moving on. Okay, so if you look at here, okay, this is studies data. Okay, from Sharif 2016. Actually, this is conducted in UITM, University Technology at Mara. Okay, UITM. So okay, graduate on time. Okay, they have sample of 1,155, and there are only 79 students who graduated on time, which about 6.8%. Okay, and the rest, the others, 1,076 or 93.2%, they didn't manage to graduate on time. So the chances of graduate on time is very small. Okay, in 3 years, or 6 years for part-time student. Okay, but how about in in UMS? Okay, how about in UMS? Yeah, so for UMS, this is what I got from H. Simon 2017. Okay, this is GOT, graduate on time, based on the definitions of 3 years for full-time student for PhD, 3 years for full-time student, and 6 years for part-time student, and for master students 2 years for full-time and 3 years for part-time students. So this is what we have, yeah. So in 2012, 36 or 35%, sorry, 35%. Yeah, that's quite a lot. 35% for PhD and masters, yeah. 67% for PhD graduated on time. Okay, that's quite a lot, yeah. And also in 2013, okay, 43 and 22% here, 50%, half, yeah, and 35%. But in 2016, okay, we only have 16% for PhD and 27.8% for masters. It's decreasing. If you look at the pattern, yeah, it's actually decreasing. But the number of graduates are increasing. Okay, of course, yeah. So I don't have any recent data. Okay, so maybe you can ask from Dr. Arif, yeah, the recent data if you want to know how many people, how many students are graduate on time. So yeah, this is some data, yeah? Okay, so I shared with you here. Okay, remember your thesis will be judged on quality, not how much time you spend on it. So that's why I said to you, each one of us, we have different time, okay? Our GOT definition are different. Each one of us different because we have different topic. So it requires different time, okay, different period of time, yeah? So whatever it is, you must produce a good quality of thesis, yeah? Quality mesti bagus lah, okay? Okay, it doesn't mean that if you do your thesis, if you do your research less than 3 years, okay, your thesis is not up to the standard, okay? And it doesn't mean that if you do longer time, okay, you have a good quality of thesis. No, it depends on how you manage your time. Okay, if you say like, okay, dia 10 tahun, mesti thesis dia hebat. Maybe he didn't do anything within 5 years. Only after the apa ni, 5 years after that, maybe baru dia bekerja kan, baru dia buat. So it depends on the quality, not the period of time, not the how many years you spend on your thesis. So although there is a minimum amount of time, we expect you to work on it. On the other hand, if you take too long to finish it, it's considered a failure. And basically, don't worry about time until it's too late. So like a little bit confusing, like, okay, so what actually this professor means, yeah? So basically, it is about the quality, yeah? We must produce a good quality of research, yeah? Because for students, yeah, for students, I always remind this to students if they if I were the chairperson during a proposal defense or pre-viva, I always remind to the student, I say, don't be nervous, because students are allowed to make mistake. Okay, so don't be nervous. You are student, you are allowed to make mistake. It's normal for you to make mistake. Okay, so don't be afraid of doing your thesis, writing your thesis. Don't be afraid. You are allowed to make mistake. Only, okay, but after you finish your study, after you finish your PhD, and let's say you do research and you make mistake, okay, that cannot be forgiven. Tidak boleh dimaafkan, kan? So as long you are students, okay, you have this you have this what we call this like opportunity to do mistake, yeah. So don't worry about doing mistake as long you progress, yeah. Jangan takut. Saya punya student, my student, yeah, for postgraduate study students, I said, just write anything that you want to write. You don't need to like take so much time on one sentence. Okay, on one sentence, just write everything, because this writing process is writing, edit, rewriting. So that is what you will do in your study. Write, editing, and rewrite again. Okay, so that is the process. We don't have like kita tidak pernah ada yang very good draft. We write satu kali tulis terus kita cakap, okay, this is the best one. No, tidak, mesti ada. The process is write, edit, and rewrite. Okay, so okay, so it is important to spend time on your thesis. It is worth remembering that it is about the quality of work, okay, you produce, not the number of hours you spend. Okay, the quality of your thesis. Okay, so if we have a I like categorize this. Okay, if you are graduate on time with quality, that is the best. Okay, that will be the best. You're really good. Okay, so but if you are not GOT, okay, this GOT is based on the 3 years and 6 years that criteria, yeah, not GOT based on your effort, yeah. This is based on what we have on postgraduate punya apa tu website kan. Okay, GOT with quality very good. Okay, not GOT but you produce a good quality of work, that is considered as good as well. Okay, even you're not GOT, but you have a very good quality of thesis, that is really good. Okay, but if you GOT but no quality, your work has no quality, so that is not good. Okay, meaning that you have potential to do mistake when you enter the labor market. For example, maybe you work in research department, whatever, you do some research and you did mistake. So what happened? I think this has been mentioned by Madam Sharija yesterday. Okay, and not GOT and no quality, this is worse, and fail dismiss, this is even worse. Okay. Okay, this is some I did some reading on doctoral PhD students. Also in Canada and United States, there has been 57% and 64% increase in doctoral enrollment. So quite a lot, yeah. Many people want to study. However, attrition from doctoral program has remained consistently high, okay, in North American institution over the past 50 years, with approximately 50%. That's a lot, okay. Half of the student, half of the PhD student, they quit the study halfway lah, okay. In terms of social and personal lives, okay, this is what I want to stress on. Doctoral students tend to report difficulties with maintaining relationship, okay, and engaging in social activities due to lack of time, financial resources, and motivation. Try to don't do this, yeah. Try to avoid this, okay. And okay, so is master and PhD students investment? Okay, ini satu pelaburankah? Okay, so if you study human capital, yeah, education is one of the investment in human capital, we say. Okay, so for masters or PhD, we have two types of course. We have direct costs and indirect costs. Okay, tuition fees, for example, book, etc., and indirect costs, which that we possibly or that we might get if we not study lah, begitu kan, indirect cost. Okay, and family working experiences on family. For example, maybe if you're not study, you can start your own family, like you can spend time more with your family, something like that. And working experience, because of you study full time, you have to focus on your study, so the working experience become the opportunity cost. Okay, in economics we say opportunity cost, something that we have to forgo. Yeah. Okay, so the more time you spend on your research, the less return that you will get from your investment. Okay, this is for investment in education, similar like doing PhD or masters. Okay, so don't spend too much time on your study. You must use your time efficiently. Okay, and less return from investment is better than no return. No return means those who withdraw their study. I cannot finish the study, not complete the study. So there is no return. We assume there is no return. Okay, so yeah. Okay, I want to share something. Yeah, I want to share something. Masters, PhD, and also the what we call the driving license. Yeah, kita ada dua driving license. Let's say, okay, one is for the Formula One. Okay, one is for the itu bin kan? great Mr. Bin kan. Okay, Mr. Bin. So PhD and driving license. Okay, doing PhD, okay, is similar like you want to get a driving license. Yeah, you want to learn how to drive in order to get a driving license. It is actually similar like doing a PhD. So you don't have to be overly ambitious in your master's or PhD study. Okay, you are only need to finish your study, or don't be too ambitious. Similar like getting driving license. Okay, don't be too ambitious to drive Formula One. Okay, you need to get the L. Okay, license L. Kalau di Malaysia L lah, in international students. I don't know in your country. Okay, so the procedure is comparable of getting driving license with PhD. You just need the L driving license, not the Formula One license. So you must have a valid driving license and be able to operate this, be able to drive the car. Okay, so if you get a driving license but don't know how to drive, you will be in serious trouble. You will involve in accident. Okay, similar like obtaining a PhD without the quality. Okay, PhD without the quality. So for PhD, don't be too ambitious. Don't be too ambitious. Make sure that you can finish within the time period given. Okay, for example, if you want to finish it 3 years, 3 years, 6 years, 6 years, it's up to you. Okay, it is not like macam driving license lah kan. We want to get the L license. Okay, so just do whatever to put your effort in as not too ambitious lah, not too ambitious, not driving. You get the driving license L tu bukan more driving Formula One, but just to drive a car. Okay, so yeah, and this is some studies on postgraduate students. Okay, they stress about their study. Okay, so if you look at here, 9 main areas. Maybe I can draw a little bit. Okay, 9 main areas of concern. Okay, were identified from mana sudah tu? Okay, uncertainty about this is the issue or what they face the doctoral students, yeah, the PhD students. Okay, uncertainty about doctoral process, sense of belonging in scholarly communities, and financial pressure. Okay, so this is some of the issues that they face. Okay, based on this article, maybe of course all of you at this stage, maybe the PhD student, master students, maybe you also experience this, because like me, like Dr. Ju, we have experienced all these things. Yeah, kami sudah melalui pengalaman itu. Yeah, if talking about the stressful journey kan. Okay, yeah, I was admitted in hospital. Yeah, I admitted in the hospital for 1 week because I had this insomnia. Okay, when I did my PhD, I cannot sleep. Yeah, I only sleep like 1 or 2 hours per day for a week. That happened for a week, and then after that I fell sick, and then I went to the hospital, and then they said you have to stay. You have to admitted lah. You have to admit in the hospital. So I was admitted in the hospital. So and then I consume sleeping tablets. Okay, sleeping tablets for a month. Okay, but that's actually not helps. Okay, that actually not helps. Okay, tidak bagus tu ubat tidur tu tidak bagus. That's not help. So what I did, okay, it's actually also my supervisors. Okay, my supervisors. Not my supervisor, the doctors, yeah, the doctors in the hospital advised me to spend more time with my friends. Okay, my friends, go travel, do some exercise, do yoga. I did yoga. I will show you later my picture doing yoga. Saya hebat ni yoga. Okay, I'm just joking. Okay, this is some studies lah. Some studies about about the PhD students, how they the challenges that they face. Yeah. Okay, so this is common issues faced by PhD master students. Okay, if you feel lonely, stressed, okay, time manage. Okay, this is the common issues. I will share the first one, time management. The first the first thing is the time management. This is the most important. Okay, as I said, the GOT will be different for each one of us. Okay, you are considered as GOT if you manage your time correctly, right? Yeah. So, but then if you most of the time you just waste your time, you didn't manage well, so that is not considered as GOT. Even you finish your study within 3 years or within 2 years. Yeah, itu bukan GOT. Okay. So this is what we always heard from the postgraduate students. I have a lot to read. My supervisor said, LR is still not enough. Okay, my work is rejected again. So this is some of the we have always heard. Okay, this is what I did. Okay, for the time management. Okay, when I did my PhD, this is what first I said daily goal. This is advice from the doctor who at the hospital, because I consult this doctor for a month. Dia dalam mental health section, mental health department. Saya bukan gila, just that I cannot sleep. I got insomnia, so I have to consult her. Okay, the doctor said you have to set your daily goal before you go to sleep. List down, okay, what you're going to do, what you want to do tomorrow. Okay, so the next day you do all the tasks that you have list last night. So you only do those tasks. Okay, so set your daily goals and plan ahead. Of course, you have to plan ahead and set a time minute to complete a task. Okay, I will show you later on. Okay, so this is what I did. Okay, this is what I did. Okay, saya copy sajalah. Okay, daripada saya punya. And I have shared this with my supervisor, so they know my progress. Okay, so when I say done here, okay, then they will email me. Okay, Borhan, can we have a meeting? Okay, because they have seen my diary. This is my considered as my diary lah. Considered as my diary. I shared this on Google Drive and I emailed to them as well. And for my students, okay, my students here, ada kan student saya di sini. Okay, I also ask them to do like this, so I can easily know, okay, their progress. Yeah, so for example here, okay, apa di sini, okay, action required, submit, bila saya submit, remarks, and the current progress I have done or not. Okay, so this is what I did, and I shared this with my supervisor. So maybe if you want to do this also can. Yeah, it's very helpful actually. Okay, so it helps your supervisor as well. So they will know your progress. Tidaklah dia mencari kan dan kamu tidak mau reply dia punya email or WhatsApp. Okay, janganlah begitu kan. Kalau supervisor, if your supervisor texts you, email you, please reply. Okay, maybe you said, okay, I'm not really ready to meet you, maybe some other time. Just reply them. Don't just seen but not reply. Double tick, blue tick, but you didn't reply. So that is very not good lah. Huh? Okay, remove non-essential tasks. Your priority is a master's or PhD, especially for full-time student. Okay, your priority is PhD. Okay. And yes, this is take a break between tasks. Okay, you should view your master or PhD the same as a full-time job. This is only if you are considered as full-time student. Okay, kalau kamu full-time student. Okay, and work-life balance. Okay, work and life balance. Okay, leisure as important as your PhD. Okay, so that is what my the doctor at the kami panggil GP. GP kan, Dr. Ju? I forgot the
It's correct, GP.
General
Practice.
Yeah, general practitioner. Thank you, Dr. Ju. Yeah, GP. This is my GP advised me. Okay, leisure as important as your PhD. So she asked me to travel. Okay, do some exercise, sports, running. So this is what I did. I list down here. Travel. I went to travel. These photos that I take when I go travel alone. Not with my friends. I travel alone. Okay, in Belgium, I have in Porto, Portugal, Colosseum, this one in Rome, of course, everyone know Paris, and Switzerland. Yeah, so there are many countries. I've been to like 30 countries, okay, in the Europe. So, and also I do running, swimming, and yoga, okay. Okay, I do yoga as well. Tapi sekarang kalau buat yoga patah 10 tulang saya. Okay, this is when I studied. Yeah, so maybe Dr. Ju, maybe you can share with us, yeah, because you are also di overseas juga kan. You some people say like, okay, PhD is a lonely journey. So what you comment, Dr. Joe, and how you motivate yourself? That is very important. How you motivate yourself to complete this study in 3 years? Yeah, I before this I have consulted Dr. Joe. Dr. Joe, can you tell us a little bit about your experience before this talk? Yes. So yeah, please, Dr. Joe.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Burhan. Yeah. Okay. How about about the apa ni the lonely journey in the PhD study? Yes. I did agree that I do agree. Okay. Postgraduate journey is a very lonely journey. Yeah. Especially when you are doing it outside. Okay. I would say it's outside lah. Okay, regardless if you do it out from Malaysia or in Malaysia itself, if you are studied in the other state in Malaysia, okay, maksudnya you stay perhaps you are from KK, you study in Selangor or anywhere else, yeah, so it can be considered a lonely journey because no one would understand what you are doing actually, okay, rather than you yourself. Okay, in fact, your supervisor also, they do not know what you are doing actually, because you are the expert in your area. Yeah, you are the one need to come up with this understanding. Okay, make them know about what you are doing. Okay, make your supervisor what we call aware what you are doing. Yeah, so what I did, okay, during this lonely journey is you need to come up with the routine. I do agree with Dr. Burhan just now. Okay, you need to have a work-life balance. Yeah, you need to study life balance. Okay, if you are full-time students, okay, you need to take a break during your sessions, during your what we call during some time. Yeah, so the most important thing to be as a student, especially as postgraduate student, is a time management, as what being told by Dr. Burhan just now. Time management is really important, and also you need to have a discipline. Okay, you need to have as a student, okay, you need to have a routine, okay, in your daily life. Okay, you need to have a routine. For example, right, so if you have a routine, okay, when you follow the routine, then you won't feel lonely, but you feel with activities, you feel with agenda every day. Yeah, so then if you have routine, for me myself, okay, what I did for my routine adalah, right, so Monday to Friday is I'm going to the office, because all I believe, or everyone will being given office kan, office space, so utilize it. Okay, and utilize or any area that you feel you're comfortable and you can do your work. Yeah, so you feel this with these kinds of routine. Okay, and you need to follow the routine. Okay, for example, me myself, kan, so every morning, okay, I will start my day at 9, right? Then I will finish my work perhaps in 5 or 6, okay? It's depend on the weather and that particular season. Yeah, because sometimes kan, sometimes if during the winter it's very cold kalau you balik lambat, because at 4 o'clock kalau winter it's already dark. Yeah, so when you work from my house to the office is around 30 minutes. Imagine around 4 kilometers. I need to walk every day, 2 ways, so forth. And it's a routine that I keep fit during my what we call during my PhD studies. Yeah, and I would like to suggest everyone, okay, all postgraduate students, you need to keep fit, okay, during your study. Okay, that is very important. You need to taking care of your health. Yeah, eat properly. Okay, eat balanced diet and this sort of thing. Do exercises, because when you have healthy body, you will have a healthy mind. Yeah, and then it can stimulate your mood in doing your work. Yeah, because me myself, okay, Dr. Burhan, he have his own story and during his journey. Okay, me myself, I also had my own story in my journey. I've been prescribed with high blood pressure medicines. Okay, at that such young age, I would say around 33 years old at that time. Yeah, so I prescribed by with this high blood pressure medicine, and I will ask by our GP, our general practice doctor, to attend a counseling session. Yeah, because my blood pressure is not dropping for almost a few weeks. Yeah, so Miss, it is a very quite stressful moment for me at a particular time. Yeah, because it just imagine me myself, what we call my framework is not being accepted. Yeah, so in fact, it's almost I keep changing my framework for around 18 months. Okay, before I go for my upgrading. Okay, as for your kind informations for our student here. Okay, when you go as mostly UK PhD, okay, they're asking you to embark into master philosophy first before they upgrade you into a doctorate program. Yeah, so you need to go to this what we call upgrading process. Okay, you need to be assessed, evaluate through this upgrading. Okay, once you are fail, it's not fail actually. It can be considered success, but then you only can achieve into master philosophy. Okay, you're not passing your upgrading. So it means that if you're not passing your upgrading, you need to return back to Malaysia with masters. Yeah, so you are not entering a doctorate program. So that is a very, very crucial moment for everyone of us. So that is the thing that triggered me at that particular time. Yeah, because at that certain time, my framework is not being accepted. It's around 16 months, if I'm not mistaken, 1 year plus. Then towards the end, then my framework is being accepted. Yeah, but however, during that particular moment, okay, I do have a supportive supervisors. Yeah, I have two very, very supportive supervisors. Even though we have a tight deadline, okay, every time there's a submissions, okay, they will ask me to go for holiday. They will ask about me, how are you doing? Okay, and we are friends actually with my supervisors. They are very good. So I do, and I hope that you guys, student here, right? So you build some established relationship with your supervisor. Yeah, they are very good actually. They are willing to sit with you. Okay, it's not necessary you can have the what we call consultation. I mean appointment with them in their office. You can, okay, let's go to secret recipe, let's hang out and have some drinks. Yeah, drink some coffee, get some cakes, these kinds of things. It's not necessary you do it in your office. Yeah, you can have some, go outside with your supervisor, invite them. Yeah, this is basically what we did. Okay, me and my supervisor, even though during coffee we are discussing, even though we thought that we don't want to discuss about research, but sometimes it's a pop up. So it can be a normal conversation. It's not that really academic conversation, but apparently you get some idea. Okay, he or she can give you some idea, and you pop up some when you do some talking and this kinds of thing. Yeah, it's a good thing. Okay, build some relationship with your supervisor, and also you also need to build some relationship with your peers. Okay, especially your postgraduate what we call postgraduate class. It's not a teammate. Okay, your postgraduate colleague. Yeah, do some activities with your postgraduate colleague. Yeah, because we know that, okay, everyone have different journey. Okay, maybe, okay, of course you do know what they are doing. Yeah, you know what their topic, but you don't know what are their the most particular thing about their research, kan? But it can be helpful for them. They also can be it can be a good of help to them and you as well, vice versa lah. Okay, within that circle, kan? So it can, everyone have their own struggle, but to have a companion during this lonely journey, all right, despite of supervisor, despite of the routine, then you have a colleague, yeah, and despite of taking care of your health. So it's a good thing actually. It's a lonely journey, but it's a very worth and valuable journey actually. Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, so and again, what we call, and on during my second year of my study, all right, that time I just finished my data collection, and I just second year, then I just finished completing my draft in my second years of my study, and suddenly my brother got sick, really, really sick, very, very critical at that time, and I flew back to Malaysia dressed immediately in that particular morning. Yeah, and then I text my supervisors. I told them that, okay, I need to be back to Malaysia urgently, right? So I flew back immediately to Malaysia at that particular time, and they said, don't worry about your thesis, don't worry about your work, just forget the most important thing is your family. Okay, go and taking care of your family first, then we will sort out everything here. That's it. So when you have these kinds of supervisors, Okay, even though the journey is very lonely, it's very tough. When you hear when you know that you have this kinds of supervisor, you are you're being felt rasa very motivated, very ada someone that you can clinging on. And despite a supervisor, then I do have some friends, really good friend that sharing their shoulder with me and always be with me during the entire journey in my postgraduate studies. So this is the thing, yeah. Don't exclude yourself from the community, even though you are busy. Okay, even though you are busy preparing for your thesis, doing your writing, don't exclude yourself from the family. Don't exclude yourself from the friends. Okay, be with them. Yeah, you are the one who manage your own time. Yeah, don't create the loneliness in you. Okay, you are the one. Yeah, the one who control your life. Okay, don't create the loneliness. Yeah, of course, the people said the journey is lonely, but don't create the loneliness. You be the one who hand control your punya postgraduate journey. Yeah, that's all I can share with you.
Thank you, Dr. Ju. Actually, you have covered my next slides. Yeah. I'm about to share about the supervisor relationship and also the lonely journey itself. Yeah, but yeah, I 100% agree with what Dr. Ju has shared with us today. Yeah, you don't need to be lonely. It is a lonely journey, but you don't need to be lonely. Yeah. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. I think sudah Dr. Ju explain. Kan? Okay, supervisor. Good relationship. This is this picture. I took this. We took this picture after my a day after my viva voce. So this is my professor, my supervisor, Professor Alexandro Zagalidis, and also Professor Ionis Theodosio. Okay, two of them. This is these two persons support me. Okay, always support me whatever I did. Okay, and they are also these people also told me, okay, Borhan, you are student, you allowed to make mistakes. So I learned from them. I learned a lot from them. Okay, so yeah, very important. The relationship with your supervisor is very important. Okay, this is just some wait. Okay, this is just some supervisor and supervisee relationship. Okay, so for example, absence. Yeah, absence. If let's say your supervisor unavailable, so perhaps maybe due to some research commitment. So if you're like if let's say you have two supervisors like me, I have two supervisors. One is my main supervisor, and the other one is of course second supervisor. So if your second supervisor doesn't I mean like you need if let's say one absence, okay, your main supervisor not busy with research, so you always have your second supervisor. And also if your second supervisor having research commitment, so you can consult your first supervisor. That is the advantage of you if let's say if you have more than one supervisors. Yeah, and try to avoid conflict. Yeah, try to avoid conflict. Not try, you must. No conflict. Okay, no conflict with supervisor. Okay, and intimidation. Okay, this intimidation is, let's say your supervisor playing a big role, active role in your research than necessary. Yeah, so you need to say to them to take a step back. Okay, let's say kalau terlampau banyak apa ni contributions, I mean like they play more active role, but this is rare case lah, jarang berlaku lah, intimidation. And leave, okay, in some rare cases, okay, supervisor maybe retire or maybe transfer to other university, go sabbatical. So this also will one of the problems if this happened to you. Okay, and okay, so you need to be honest to your supervisor. Okay, you need to be honest. If let's say you don't know this method, tell them you don't know. Okay, jangan pura-pura tahu tapi tidak tahu. Okay, be honest to them. If you don't know the method or if you haven't finished your work, just tell them, okay, I haven't finished my work. I don't know this method. be honest. And communication, like Dr. Ju, communication. Dr. Ju has explained to you, okay, she went to the coffee shop with the supervisor, sometimes talk about the other things, sometimes talk about research, yeah? So try to communicate with your supervisor. And so if let's say there is a culture different, okay, try to adjust and try to understand their culture, try to they of course they also understand your culture. And polite and respect, this is the most important. Okay, be polite and respect your supervisor. Okay, and if let's say you demotivation, okay, so because motivation change over time, sometimes the first 2 months or the first 3 months, you are very highly motivated. But after that, you feel like, okay, what I'm going to do? I don't want to do this anymore. Okay, so that because motivation, it is always change and stuck in boring routine. Okay, macam Dr. Ju, dia ada routine sendiri. I also have my routine. Okay, 3-3-3. I said 3-3-3. 3 hours in the morning, 3 hours in the afternoon, 3 hours in the evening. So that's how I spend my time doing my thesis because I am full-time student. 3-3-3. I said 3-3-3. Okay, 3 hours. After 3 hours, I will stop doing my work, and then after that, I go swimming, okay, swimming, I go running because di sana sejuk kan, so even you can run in the afternoon, but here if you run in the afternoon, habis sunburn, yeah, so yeah, so you must create your own routine, especially to the full-time student, yeah. Okay, and overwork, okay, this is we always give this excuse like, okay, I'm overworked, I have too much to do, okay. And also if let's say you uncertainty about the future, okay, what happened to the next, okay, so this could demotivate you. Okay, so what you can do is you can start with the easiest part. Okay, you start with the easiest part in writing. As I said just now, in my beginning of the sharing session, I said you can write down anything like you like. Okay, start the easiest part. Sometimes I just write. Saya pun tidak tahu betul ke tidak. I just write whatever I can memorize from the because every day I read a few articles. Okay, every day I read a few articles, and then the next day I will summarize that article. Okay, don't summarize the article when you read and summarize. Read introduction, you summarize the introduction. Don't do that. Okay, you read the whole article and then put it aside. The next morning you get up in the morning and try to write it, try to make a summary. Okay, so I did that. Yeah, I did that. Advanced planning, of course, some section won't make the final cut. Editing process won't last until you submit your thesis with hardbound. So thesis is like, as I said, write, edit, and rewrite. Okay, so that is the process. Okay, it will only finish until you submit your hardbound. Even after Viva, you also still need to rewrite certain part for the correction. Yeah. Okay, weekly or monthly meeting with supervisor and friends. Okay, so this is what I want to share. Okay, this is my friends in the UK. Okay, this is my office mates. Okay, because we have like very huge office, three offices, three rooms. Okay, this is us. Okay, this is we celebrating because this the Thailand, this lady from Thailand, and this one from Mexico. Okay, these two, we celebrating these two after the Viva Voce. Okay, we went out together, office closed that day, we went out and celebrate. Okay, that is what we did. That is the culture. Okay, we celebrate for whoever have finished the Viva, all office will be closed. Okay, because we will go out to celebrate. Okay, so that is the culture at the university. And also, okay, this is the colloquium. Okay, the colloquium, that's me presenting, and this is my supervisor, and this is the external supervisor that time. Okay, so in colloquium, like we have what we having now. Okay, in university in Aberdeen, we invited the external examiner or external reviewer to review our proposal. And okay, every semester we had meeting with Malaysian student. Okay, this is very unique because all of us from different faculty. Yeah, only these two, this one same faculty, this one and this lady. Yeah, they are from different same faculty. Okay, so This lady is GOT, this one also GOT, graduate on time. This finished his thesis in 2 years and 3 months. Okay, this is the youngest PhD candidate. She started her PhD when she was 23. Okay, when she was 23. So, and this one student is direct entry from degree to PhD. He don't have master. Okay. Okay, he is now teaching in Universiti Malaysia Terengganu, Dr. Farid. Okay, Dr. Farid, Dr. I forgot his name. Matilah saya kena marah. Okay, and I think some of you know this guy. Okay, because he had talked with graduate support apa tu dekat Facebook. I forgot the graduate support group GSC or something. Okay, because he passed his thesis with no correction. I still remember he told me, he said the external examiner only comment on one sentence, which he forgot to put full stop. Okay, the full stop. So that is only the correction that he need to do. Okay, so he passed with no correction. And this Dr. Norul, okay, Dr. Norul, she is the she got the best thesis award, got best research award, yeah, best research award. So all of us every semester we present our progress in front of these people. I presented my progress in front of these people. This is our initiative. This is not required by KPT, not required by Aberdeen. No, this is our initiative. So maybe you can have this in this faculty. Okay, try to make a group, one group, and every semester you try to present to them. Okay, and of course they are from science background, from engineering. This is from engineering. Dr. Farid, this one is from law. Okay, this is a Islamic financial. So when they give comment to my research, it's very different because they can catch a like different. I never thought about that kind of question will be asked. So try to my advice to all students, try to it is your own initiative. Yeah, try to like make a one group, and every semester you meet and present your work lah, present your work in front of them. Okay, maybe some of the comments, maybe you can, maybe it will help you, but some maybe not. Just take the positive one. Okay, that's me presenting, and this is our picture after the presentation, that session. Okay, so every semester we did this. Okay, and Alhamdulillah, most of us here graduate on time lah. Okay. And yeah, lonely journey. Okay, I think this have been mentioned by Dr. Ju. Okay, I always go, yeah. Okay, this is my best friends. Okay, my best friend from the office, and maybe some of you know this. Okay, this is we went to Berlin to celebrate after she complete her Viva. I mean, finish her PhD. Yeah, she also graduate on. She also GOT like 2 years and 9 months, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so other issues, okay, okay, this is other issues with writing problems. As I said, write, editing, and rewrite again. So that is the process, yeah, that is the process. And okay, so you should never compare, okay, your progress with others, because we know that every one of us require different time, yeah. So that's why I said, if you have different topic, different method, different everything different, so why you need to compare yourself with others? Yeah, don't compare yourself with others. You are the only one knows. Either you are efficiently use the time or not. Either you are considered as GOT in my definition or not. Yeah. So progress measured by output, not time. Okay, your output means the quality. Okay, the quality. Follow your own pace. This is the most important. Follow your own pace. I always ask my friend. I always ask, like, update my friends. Okay, I am doing this. I am this is my progress now. This is my progress now. We are sharing. Okay, we are sharing our progress, but follow your own pace. Still, you need to follow your own pace. Yeah, don't waste your time stressing about things that you cannot change. Okay, also important. Okay, so I think that's all. So I wish that you all the best in your study. What is the time now? Okay, 1 minute to 10. Okay. Yeah, master and PhD, master or PhD is a challenging journey. So, but trust me, it is a fruitful journey. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Burhan, for the awesome sharing. Yeah, I do believe everyone feel inspired and motivated with the sharings just now. Yeah. Okay, so we still have 10 minutes to go, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So if there are any questions from the students that you like to ask, Dr. Bohan, okay, is there anything you want to ask? I do believe here we have one question here in the chat box. We have a question from Xiao Li. Doctor, what's the most important value to be a PhD student for you?
What is the most important value to be a PhD? To be a PhD student, the most important value, what do you mean the most important? I think experience. It's about the experience, the journey. Okay, the process is actually the most important value. You will not experience it twice. Yeah, but for thesis, you have your thesis, you publish article from the thesis. Actually, you can do it again after your PhD. Okay, you can do it again, you can do research and publish, but the process is the most important value to me. This is to me, not the thesis. If you come to my office, if you look at my office, I don't have my PhD thesis. I only have the draft. I don't have the hardbound PhD thesis, because I think that is not the most important value to me. Okay, not the thesis, the physical thesis, but to me the most important thing is, the most important value is the journey. I get the journey. I don't know, for Dr. Ju, maybe Dr. Ju also have comments.
Yeah, me myself also think share the same value with Dr. Bohan, that it's a journey itself. Yeah, the journey itself is a very is very well and more valuable actually, rather than the thesis. Yeah, because the process that you gain it, okay, the hustle that you go through, the experience, the sweets, the tears. Yeah, so that's the thing. Yeah, the experience. Yeah, they give a more value in your PhD journey. Yeah. So perhaps Dr. Arif, is there anything that you want to add on? What's the value of the PhD for you?
No, it's just what I can share is the commitment, the determination as a student, right? We know our why we are here, right? Why we are there as a student, all right? And then we put our commitment 100%, right? We want to complete our study within the time frame given. So then you focus, right? And one thing that I want to tell a student is try not to miss to write 1 page per day. Or anything, all right? Not necessarily is a complete and is perfect write up, but then you need to write something, right? You need to write something per day. And then you imagine within a year, in 1 year we have 365 days, right? If you can focus, all right, to write something on paper, all right, just write something, anything that you have in your mind, you try to write, to type.
Yeah.
Right,
right.
You will get 365 pages, all right, in a year. All right, that's how I do it lah. All right, I'll make it consistent effort to write a 1 page per day. All right, that is my tip lah. What I did last time. All right, I think that's all. Thank you. What I can share lah to all of you. All right.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Arif, for the sharing. Okay, is there anyone would like to ask the questions, or you have any sharing to make? We still have 7 minutes to go before we taking a break for our next session. Yeah. Yeah, I do believe everyone, you have your own journey. Yeah, perhaps you are the first year student, second year student, third year student. You do have your own journey, okay, during your postgraduate study. But believe me, all these things will be what we call a day to cherish in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a moment to share with everyone, just like what we did now. Yeah, and you are the one going to share in the next years to come. Yeah, so people will learn from you as well.
Maybe if we have postgraduate students from for masters or PhD students want to share here what they have gone through, okay, maybe you can share here. Yeah, and I have a friend he is doing a PhD as well in this faculty as well. And he said, at one point, okay, at one point, I feel like I don't want to write it. Don't want to write the thesis anymore. Meaning that demotivate after a few years, after 2 years, 3 years, he feel like he just want to stop. Yeah, so I'm not stopped from studying, but stop writing. And I said, okay, just take time, go travel. If you want to travel, go travel. If you want to take your time. You shouldn't force yourself, because if you force yourself, you might not produce a good quality of thesis, one, and second, it will harm you. For example, me, because I push like 120% effort, because in my first year, I have to attend master's courses, okay, and also do my PhD at the same time. So I like give 110% until I admitted in the hospital. After admitted in the hospital, doctor advised me, so I followed the advice from doctor. Alhamdulillah, I survived. So yeah, you shouldn't force yourself. Okay, try. As I like Dr. Ju said, okay, friends with friends. Okay, enjoy your time with your friends, with your supervisor, with your family. The most important. Okay, with your family. So yeah.
Yeah, so true. Yeah. Is there any questions from the students? Okay, we still have 4 minutes to go.
I think there is one question from Humberto. Correct me if I pronounce your name correctly. Hello, for part-time PhD, how many semesters are considered for graduating on time? So we have Dr. Arif here, maybe can answer.
Okay, for the GOT or graduate on time, it's only applicable for full-time student. It's not applicable for part-time student. Yeah. If you want to GOT, then you have to change your mode of study lah to full-time. All right.
Okay, it's only
Okay.
applied for full-time student. Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Arif.
All right. So if there's no questions from the students, okay, we take this opportunity to thank Dr. Burhan once again for sharing with us this morning. Thank you so much, Dr. Burhan. It's such a awesome story, such as so inspired. We feel encouraged and motivated during this session, and I do believe the student also feel the same. Yeah. So okay, we were having a break for about, I believe, for about 8 minutes. And we'll start our parallel sessions at 10:15. We're going to start our parallel session at 10:15, and all students and supervisors are encouraged to get ready in their sessions. Audience and other student who has presented yesterday, again, you also encouraged to join and attend any sessions that come to your interest. Yeah, our sessions will be until this noon. Yeah, so this is our final day, and we're hoping that everyone can stay with us until this noon. Yeah, in any parallel sessions that that come to your interest. Yeah, with that, thank you everyone. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being with us this morning. We hope to see you again in these parallel sessions within 7 minutes of time. Right? Okay. Or the what we call the link has been posted in the chat box. Okay. Please enter this room. Okay, according to your interest. Thank you, everyone.